Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a speed review. Well, speed reviews. I originally saw this on Jessica Braun's channel. I've been following her for a long time and I really liked the concept. When I can go through products that I actually have a pretty solid opinion on and tell them to you guys. We'll start with makeup stuff since that's what everybody is here for. The one thing that I have been loving lately is this bad boy. This is a cult favorite in the makeup crowd. This is the IT Cosmetics, the IT brushes for Ulta, Love Beauty Fully. Love is the foundation brush, and this is the 2020 version. This is not the 2019 version that had the flat top. This is the one with the round top. It's dirty because I used it, but this is amazing. I have a few IT Cosmetics brushes. A lot of the ones are the IT for Ulta brushes, and they're awesome. I love them. But I had never picked this up, and I don't know why. I guess I had it in my head. I have the airbrush foundation brush, the 101, and I love that brush, so I didn't see why I needed this one, but people rave about this brush, and now I know why. As soon as it was available to buy, I snapped it up, and I have seen the light. Next is the Colourpop Cream Shadows. This is the ones that they put out with the, what was it, the Wild Nothing collection? This is in the shade Bronco. Colourpop was definitely going for MAC paint pot kind of vibes. And when I first got this, I hated it. I really hated it. It had all of the problems that the MAC paint pot and soft ochre had that made me hate it. It was dry, it was difficult to spread, it bunched up and creased, and just, it was awful. And I ended up throwing away the MAC paint pot for that exact reason and was hoping this one would be better. But straight out of the pot, it was not. And someone on Reddit posted that they had great success using a damp brush to put this on. And it works. I love this as a eyeshadow base now. I take a really dense Zoeva concealer brush. It's like a really dense domed brush. I wet that down like I've just cleaned it and dab that in there and spread it on. Perfect every time. I still usually have to set it with some sort of powder if I'm not trying to go for like a really vibrant high adherence look. But either way, fantastic if you know how to use it. Next up is, this is the Natasha Denona Mini Zendo palette. This is her holiday release. I managed to get my hands on this a little early. A lot of people were complaining that it reminded them of the Mini Retro palette. Having swatched this, while I could see this being a good companion palette to the Mini Retro, there are a lot of differences. The Mini Retro has those sagey greens. This has no greens. I know the center looks like it might have like a green tint, but it's actually like a pewter, like it's stunning. I instantly fell in love with the shade. Like when I swatched it on my finger, it looked almost like a silvery pewter, but when I swatched it on the back of my hand, it was this incredibly complex metallic shade. It ranged from like that neutral pewter to a oil rubbed warm bronze, and I was in love. The formulation is amazing. I know some people complain about the Natasha Denona mini palettes having a kind of a crummier formula than her larger palettes, but I can honestly say that this, I don't see any problems with any of these shadows at all. I'm wearing it on my eyes right now and I am in love. Next is a product that I don't have such a great opinion on. And I had such high hopes for this. I was so excited for this when it came out, but it disappointed me. And this is the Maybelline Colorstrike cream to powder eyeshadow pen. I got the shade 55 Flare, which is like a matte neutral grayish brown. And I originally bought this because I like to put that kind of color along my lash line just to enhance my eyes a little bit. And this sucks. I hate to say it like that. It's almost got like a white base, and when I put it on, it looks a lot paler than it actually is. It catches the light and reflects it back, and it looks almost like like a light taupe, and it doesn't blend out well. It takes a lot to actually put on. It's too complicated. It takes too much work to make this work, and even by the time I get done with it, it just doesn't look good. Another drugstore product that I have that I've actually really grown to like is the L'Oreal True Match Eye Cream and a Concealer. I saw this and I needed it the moment I saw it. I got this in the shade W12 Fair. It's not a concealer and it's not an eye cream. It's definitely in the middle. I wear this on days that I'm not wearing any makeup, but I still want to cover up my dark circles. And it does amazing. It's not going to give you coverage. If you're going into this looking for any semblance of coverage, you need to look elsewhere. But this masks dark circles and makes them look lighter and more natural beautifully. And you don't need very much. You just need just a dot, just tiny little bit. And then when you get that little bit on your finger, wipe half of it off and then dab it on. And it doesn't crease on me. It makes my eyes look hydrated. I love this stuff. And for how little I need out of this little teeny tiny little tube, I'll probably never finish this. The next product I have is the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude True to Skin Natural Glow Foundation. And this is like almost like a BB cream. Has light coverage. It's one of those everyday sort of products, you know, when you're just running out to the store and you want to even everything up. This is it. It glides on nice, it blends out nice, it just looks good. It doesn't need set if you don't want to. It plays nicely with other products. I haven't found a primer yet that it doesn't like. It plays nice with my sunscreen. Conversely, I have a product that I wasn't thrilled about it when I first tried it, and I kept trying it out a little bit more, and I still don't like it. And that's the Essence My Skin Perfector Tinted Primer. This does nothing. Literally nothing. Like, the tint is non-existent, it is irrelevant, it doesn't show up. I might, like, if I got a really, really dark shade and tried it, you probably could see it. But for shades that's supposed to match me, it doesn't show up. It just doesn't do anything. I did enjoy the fact that it's very pore blurring. It looks great in that regard. But it doesn't last. You figure with how drying it was, and it was drying, it sucked the life out of a hydrating foundation and just made me look awful. My natural oils came through almost immediately, and I have a slightly like more normal to dry skin right now because I'm on tretinoin. But it almost within a couple hours was super glowy, but still felt dry and tight. I don't know how it managed that, but no bueno. I mean, shift to brows. I have been using the Milk Makeup. This is the Kush Triple Brow Pen. This is like one of those felt tip applicator pens for your brows. And I've actually really been liking this. I've been using it every day, and I've not bothered with any of my other brow products, which is surprising. I'm wearing it in my brows now. This is, when I first got it, I got the shade Herb, and when I first got it, I thought it was going to be too warm for my brows, but it actually looks good. It doesn't take me long to do my brows, just flip, 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 flip. It's on. Whereas like other brow pens that I've tried, like the MAC one, the Shape and Shade, I think it's called, I have to be super light-handed, like wag it in the direction of my brows, but not actually make contact, because otherwise it'll be too dark and then it's hard to blend out. But this, no problems with that. It just works, and I really like it. I hope they're not going to discontinue it because nobody else seems to like it. By the way, ignore that. That's a cold sore that's healing and mostly gone, but not entirely gone, and I just didn't want to wait on it anymore, so just ignore it. The next product I am so happy about. I can't even begin. If you've watched my channel at all, you know that I have been on the hunt for the perfect mascara. It is my Cosmetics White Whale. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't find it. I would find things that came close, but weren't perfect. They didn't hold a curl, but they were super volumizing and didn't smudge. Or, you know, they held a curl, but smudged everywhere. Or, you know, nothing ever checked all the boxes. And I tried everything from dirt cheap to super expensive. And then I found it. I found it. And it was not the one that I was expecting. And it is the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof. This is beautiful. This is absolutely amazing. It checks all of my boxes. It is super volumizing. It is smudge resistant. It's waterproof, which is a bonus. I wasn't looking for waterproof because I didn't think I'd get it. It holds a curl in my lashes beautifully all day long. It doesn't smudge on my sunglasses. It doesn't smudge on the safety glasses that I wear at work. It doesn't smudge under my eyes at all. No little, gray shadows under my eyes. It's perfect. And it's so cheap. I've been, I'm ecstatic. And I'm going to have a hard time trying new ones now because I found the one. And I'm just so excited, guys. You have to try this. And I hate the original Lash Princess mascaras, like the green one and the purple one, and I don't remember what other colors there are. I hate them because they smudged everywhere. They were too wet. But this was perfect right out of the tube. Right from the moment I opened it. I am so thrilled. The last few things I'm going to be discussing are like skincare and body care and some hair care. The next thing is the Lancome Absolue by Ampule. This was sent to me, and I wasn't expecting to like it because Lancome, like every other department store brand, seems to think that we all want half a bottle of perfume in our skincare. And generally, their ingredients aren't any good either. It's always like mineral oil. I don't understand why some people are so devoted to department store brands because they tend to be crap. But this, I like. It's unscented and has actually really good ingredients. It's very hydrating. It comes in like a biphase. It's hard to see in the bottle, but you have to shake it up. And then you unscrew the top and like this is squishy. And then you just kind of drop it into your hand and then smooth it on. And it's beautiful. It's silicone free. And it has a lot of really awesome ingredients in it. And I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. The next is the Philosophy Purity Made Simple Oil-Free Mattifying Moisturizer. This was also sent to me, and I also didn't expect to like this. Just because a mattifying moisturizer with dry-ish skin sounded like a bad time. This isn't bad. I actually kind of like it. It is a good moisturizer on days where I am feeling a little oily, like sometimes, when, your skin just gets a little oily, a little more oily. This works well for that while still being hydrating and moisturizing. It makes my skin feel great. It also works fantastic as a makeup primer in that regard. Makeup just glides over this, and it holds very well all day. I enjoyed this a great deal over the summer. Next is this Miracle in a Bottle. This is O'Keeffe's Working Hands, and this is the night treatment. This is a miracle. I picked this up a while ago. I don't know if you're aware, I work in a hospital. I work in nursing, so I'm always washing my hands at work. And over the winter time, my fingers were starting to dry and split, and it was really painful. I tried, Vaseline on my hands at night. I tried Gold Bond. I tried, I don't know how many different things I tried. Nothing was working. And I picked that up out of desperation. The original O'Keeffe's Working Hands didn't really do much for me, but that looked like it might, I had a hunch and I tried it, and it is amazing. It honestly is the best. This one's actually empty. I bought a brand new full one and it's sitting on my bedside table, and I put this on my hands at night, and in the morning my hands are nice and soft. My fingertips aren't split. If I feel like my hands are starting to get a little too dry, and they are going to split, lather this stuff on there, and the next morning it's gone. Fantastic stuff. The next is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Whip Body Balm. I've tried the pump bottle kind, and it was alright. It was very light, and I wasn't opposed to using it in the summertime, and I figured I'd try this out. It used to be in a pot, I think, but they moved it into a squeezy tube, which is much more preferable, thank you. However, I don't like this. It isn't as moisturizing as I thought it would be. It claims it's for dry to extra dry skin, and my skin tends to be pretty dry, but this doesn't seem to help much. It just kind of sits on top. It's very silicone heavy. It claims an instantly absorbent, ultra light and velvety formula for intense hydration on the front here. To me, it feels gritty. Like it's not velvety. It feels, I don't know how to describe it. It feels like I am spreading on a silicone primer. That's what it feels like. Like a mattifying silicone primer. And that's what it just doesn't glide on. And it's unpleasant to put on. I'll finish this tube, but I'm not a fan. I thought I would be, but I'm not. It's just not any good. Next is the Pacifica Pineapple Hydrate Curl Nourishing Mask. It's not that great. I was really excited to try this. It's a curly girl method friendly product. It has no silicones. It has a lot of things that I thought I would like in it. It has meadow foam seed oil, olive oil, has some hydrating fatty alcohols in it, like cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, has avocado oil, but this doesn't do anything for my hair. I was really disappointed. And it takes a lot. It takes so much. I have to fill my palm for it to be enough. It doesn't spread very well, and it has a nice smell, and it reminds me of something, and I don't know what it is. It smells like a fruit. I don't know what it is. For some reason, I keep thinking like papaya or something, but that's not it. I don't know. And every time I get a whiff of it, I just rack my brain, but I can't come up with it. And last is the NatureLab Tokyo Perfect Repair Leave-In Treatment. And this is also curly girl friendly. I was surprised. I was really excited to try this. It comes in a little foaming bottle. It claims to be a nutrient-rich leave-in conditioning foam that restores damaged hair and speeds dry time. I figured it would be fantastic on my hair because my hair is a little bit on the fine side, and really, really heavy things tend to weigh it down. I figured a light foaming leave-in would be fantastic, and it doesn't do anything. I mean, my hair's a little softer, but it doesn't help curl pattern or anything like that, and it's actually really difficult to distribute evenly. It got fantastic reviews online, but it doesn't work for me, so I'm probably going to end up returning it. Alright guys, that is it. Thank you for sitting through my rants and raves about all these products that I've been trying recently and the ones that have really stuck out to me. If you have tried any of these products, I'd love to hear about it. Go ahead and put a comment down below and tell me about your experience with some of these products. Did you like them? Did you not like them? Do you have any tips for me for some of the products that I didn't like? Maybe that would make them better. Am I using something wrong? By all means, please tell me. I want to know these things. If you liked this video and found it somewhat helpful or at least vaguely entertaining, hit that like button. And if you're really awesome, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can see more of my videos in the future when they come out. I appreciate you coming by, and thank you so much.